we live? Are we on the internet?
Are we here? Hello? I should probably open Twitch part 2.
You just said that. What did you do?
My brain is in a mode where either I speak and I hear things, but there's no retention of memory.
Fair.
So God knows what it will say or what happens.
Yeah. I mean, I said that to you as if I didn't also deal with things where I think to myself, I should do this, and then proceed to not do it. I think the most common one is generally I should go to sleep.
Yeah, I should go to bed.
Yeah, I should go to sleep. Blinks and 2 hours pass.
The Final Fantasy 14 effect. Ooh, my laptop is not happy trying to have Hero Forge and also Twitch open.
Oh dear.
My laptop doesn't like hearing Hero Forge open. End of sentence. Hello chat, are you here? Speak to me.
Anybody? Can we get a sound test from somebody?
Because it won't be me today.
Will you assist with the sound test done? Because no one is here presently. How do we sound?
Annoying.
Yeah, that's the general vibe.
Yeah, that's the point.
Hello, Frog. How is the audio?
Frog
Speak
is
to
here.
us.
Yeah, put that on and then just start talking a lot so it catches up. That's max volume.
Right, okay. I am quiet again? What sense does that make?
Cursed to be quiet forever. Maybe I'm just loud as shit.
I mean that's not as helpful because the mic is pointed away from you.
I don't care. I'm taking the piss.
It can still hear you. How's that? Am I slightly louder?
Oh,
Stop moving the mic!
She said twice. If you want chocolate biscuit.
I am very full, thank you. That's better. Okay, we're gonna go with that.
Okay. Watch me fuck it all up now that I start speaking. What am I looking for? That's what I'm looking for.
Here you go, here's your headset back.
There you go. My Jesus Christ, how warm is your head?
I live as a furnace. Erin, thank you. Mwah.
I only gave you that except for like 2 seconds and it's come back and it's on fire.
Do you understand now why I'm always like, can we open a window or not have the heating on?
Just leave.
I am hot all the time.
Clearly you're incompatible with Earth.
I don't know how many times I have to reiterate. I'm not being hyperbolic. I am hot all the time.
It's true. Can confirm.
Erin, thank you again for the sub and thank you for hosting. Mwah.
Yes, hello. Oh no, I just pressed a button. Chat, I'm dicking about before I start doing art tonight.
I mean,
But to be fair, I do actually need to do this.
it is a creative thing, so I'd say it's fully valid. Like, I would be pretty pleased to hang around and do Hero Forge all night.
No.
But I
Art.
won't.
Oh, I don't like this. How we doing, chat?
How is everybody this fine evening? You do what you want to do, Frog. whatever you're in the mood for, because we have learnt that if you want to do something and you try to force yourself to do something else,
You won't be able to do it.
It doesn't work.
That's one of the most truest things I have learned doing Outstream.
Yeah.
Is you cannot really, if your brain's really set in something, may as well lean in, because leaning away is gonna be worse. God, I'm so excited about that. I'm reasonably excited about character.
Circle time.
Yeah, to explain for chat, I'm messing around on Hero Forge for a genuine reason. Because people here are in Okart, they know, but like, I generally use Flash-based character makers to make icons for my NPCs, but I can't do that anymore.
So it got mentioned yesterday that Hero Forge is awesome, and Curls went, "Oh my god, Hero Forge!"
Well, the thing is, I had been throwing it around. Like, I had a couple ideas that was like options I was throwing around, but Hero Forge was on there. I was like, yeah, you guys are right. Like, I had been throwing that around for a good reason. I should have just leaned in to that. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna.
As I said before, Hero Forge was good when it released, and now it's had
it's just gotten better and better.
It's just gotten better and better, and the fact that it is still technically free to use, it only costs money to either use the premium or actually have the mini made. I mean, that's one of the best free character makers you'll find out there.
Honestly, yeah. Let me click booth and see what happens.
Holy shit, this thing does other colours.
Holy shit. Ah, no. That did not just get rid of everything I just did. Oh, thank God. Thank the Lord. Okay, I'm gonna print screen this, and then I'm gonna stop dicking around.
I found that if you play with the colours themselves, you can get some cool effects. Like on Tala's model, for example, because I don't have access to decals to have blood splatters, what I've done to make a sort of pseudo blood splatter effect is I made the highlight of the colour specifically red. But the
I have also done this on a character model before.
There you go then. You know, I don't need to explain.
I got you. Yes, I remember this when I was digging around on Posy's model. Blood Hunters. This character has a model now, hell yes. Okay.
Don't forget to save it.
I've just taken a dramatic screenshot that I'm gonna now crop down, because I don't need the whole model, I just need the headshot essentially.
Yeah, but it's worth saving it so that you have a copy of it in case anything happens.
That's true.
My Hero Forge account has many characters.
Well, if you ever run into this boy, which I think you're go in that direction, he now has a model.
Hey.
Lord of Silver has a token now.
Ooh, exciting.
Very excited.
The cool thing about Hero Forge, actually, for using it for character things, is that if something drastic happens to a character, you can just update the model and update the picture. It's like, oh, this flash thing doesn't have scars for your right eye, even though he's just lost his right eye, whereas Hero Forge is like, well, I can just colour the eye white and, his eye's gone blind.
Or tell it to move the scar to the other side, Scar's not on the wrong side. No, because they decided that they were just gonna go, they were like, we're going ham everywhere else. Why don't we go ham in a side quest that's ridiculous?
The amount of times I see memes about Final Fantasy, which is just, it gets better after Realm Reborn, I promise.
Which is funny to me because I don't think Realm Reborn's that bad.
It's
but
not that bad.
Yeah,
I mean,
it does.
Now that since I've been in the end game of Realm Reborn for a while, like I technically completed it a while ago, and I'm still in the end game. The end game is dragging a little bit.
It is a little, because it's setting up a lot. Like, there is stuff that they set up in that's paying off for me now. At level 80.
I appreciate that, like, it was the first expansion, so they needed to have, that was all that was available at the time.
Yeah.
To get people,
get people
to play.
Literally, like, I've seen so many people be like, whatever you do, do not buy a level skip to skip Realm Reborn. Even though Realm Reborn drags, don't, because the bit at the end of Realm Reborn into Heavensward is maybe the most important lore setup in the game, and you lose all of that if you skip to Heavensward.
Fair enough. See, is that
So
the
yeah,
bit,
it drags. But
Is that the bit like at the very end, or like some of the bits we did now, like the cinematic where they were like, "Here's basically how our afterlife works."
that, yeah.
Yeah, I
very
figured
important.
that was very important.
There's a bunch of stuff that's set up in there. Yeah. Everyone's putting out of context Hildebrand screenshots in the Fun Fantasy chat. It's great.
The fuck? Okay.
Hildebrand's fucking insane.
There is a lot going on with Neren's character at the moment.
Yeah. And everyone's going through a lot.
I'm down for it.
That's Hildebrand. That's all optional stuff. It's fun.
Wait, a cutscene for an optional side quest?
Hildebrand is a fully animated based on like film noir and like spoof anime.
What?
I can't possibly explain it. It's a quest chain that goes from level 50 to level 70. Optional side quest that got updated every patch. That is based around the format of a serial noir, but a parody of it.
Well, clearly when I do it, I have to get a suit transmog then. For a
Yes,
glamour.
100%. 110%.
With like black sunglasses.
Yep. I have done the first, like, I've gotten the first next time on Hildebrand. I've literally only got that far, and it's if you encounter dapper zombies in the wild, they're part of that quest chain. It's ridiculous. I can't possibly explain it.
And I was confused when we found zombified best men.
That's also part of it.
That was a dungeon.
Oh yeah, no, that's Tantara Hard, huh? It's great.
Tantara Hard is an adventure as well, like you said. It's like,
Yeah.
welcome to Final Fantasy if it was a horror movie.
Yeah. It's like, what if horror game suddenly? It's like, oh, what? Right now?
An ominous lore that mentions your character by name.
Yeah.
I remember when I first picked up that I was like, what is this weird manuscript? And I sped read it, and then it was like,
I did manuscript. What is this?
What is this? Picks it up, it has my name on it, and I go, what is this? Why is someone writing about me?
So good. Once again, the stream starts every week. Final Fantasy 14 is so good. It's so good. Even if Chocobo colors continue to taunt us.
We've used this calculator
Cruelly
twice.
ridicule us.
This calculator looked like the answer to all my problems, and yet we've used it twice and it has turned out incorrect.
We've got it wrong every time, yeah. Only for mine though. Only for Achilles. No other Chocobo.
Yeah, unfortunately, because yours has been the most complicated yet. Because you had like nearly 50 fruit to feed it, and Naren had literally 10, and I had about 20.
I just assumed I had done it wrong, but I don't think I physically could have.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like you
But
didn't,
especially twice.
Yeah.
Like twice.
yeah. Because the thing is, like, you didn't like fail, because as I said, if you like fail and like max out the wrong thing, you just get no change.
Yeah.
You get no change. Your color did change, just to a different one.
At least it's red this time.
Yeah, they were parallel colors.
Yeah. For people who are going to ask, by the way, this is exactly as radioactive as it looks like it is.
Hold it up.
This guy.
Oh wow.
That is the color of the fluid, not the bottle.
Is that actually blue or is it green?
Oh no, that's blue.
It is blue. Okay. And it says it's lemon flavored.
It's lemon and raspberry. If you're in the UK and you see this brand around, I need you to know this is as close as you can get to, in liquid form, imbibing raw sugar.
Say neither of those are blue, and yet the liquid is blue. I cannot imagine
Yes.
how much artificial
It's blue
colouring
in the
is
same way
that.
that raspberry
Blue
slushies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what it tastes like, but turn the sugar up.
Oh my god. I like blue raspberry slushies, but they are very sweet. Hi Nemo.
no Nemo. The lemon and raspberry one, lemon and watermelon one, the pink one, is really good. Especially in the summer with a bunch of ice. But I saw this one, I was like, I didn't know they made a blue one. And it tastes radioactive. It tastes like it's gonna kill me. I love it.
I should probably not touch that.
This gives me a sugar rush, as someone who's largely immune to sugar. I think this would kill me.
It sounds like it would. Considering that one time at a show before it started working for Game Tea, it's a wonder they hired me, really, when you think about it. Once at a show, I had drunk too many energy drinks and went to visit the Game Tea stand, and as I stood talking to them, Roxy just said, "You're vibrating."
That's what this is. I guess I should do a writing warm-up now that I'm done dicking around on Hero Forge. My brain does not want to write anything, but we'll see how we go.
Do you need to get your writing warm-up book again?
Yes, I'm literally gonna do that right now.
Okay, circles complete. We know that Blue likes to lick people that she likes, but if someone licks Blue, does she taste a blue raspberry?
That's a cursed question. I don't want to engage with the premise of it. Right, what the hell am I doing? Let's try that one. Oh, I should probably put on the longer version of this song. But my brain's like, no, only the reprise, not the original. What if? What if the original, because it's not a minute long, it's 3.5 minutes long.
Ah. So why are you obsessed with this song? Is it character association, or just it's a fucking bop?
Yes.
Okay.
It's for you probably know it but have never heard it. It's one of those songs. It's I'm Alive from Next to Normal.
Mm-hmm.
But for whatever reason my brain's specifically stuck on the reprise, but that doesn't matter. Yeah, it's I'm alive, I'm so alive is that song. It's fucking great. It's just a bop. It's also like I'm in like a Next to Normal phase. It's kind of like the only song from Next to Normal I can listen to because it's such a heavy show.
Oh, is it?
Like, yeah, it's very heavy. And this is just like the random bop.
Okay.
Well, it's the villain song. It's the villain song,
Of course. There it is.
There we get to the heart of the matter.
The truth comes out.
It's fucking great. Highly recommend, chat.
So if it's character,
It's the villain song. It's complicated, but
yeah, if it's character association, then clearly you need to write the character associated because that's what you're fixated on at the moment. If you try to do anything else, then it's just not going to work, is it? As we've learned. So if that's what your fixation is at the moment, that's what you need to write about.
I will think on it. That is a prompt I don't understand. Let's find another one. Oh, that one. I need like a brain warm up. Now I've said that out loud, I know what I have to do. Hey, this warm up. I thought about having a look at the escape rule list because the escape rule list went out today.
Don't know that one actually.
Escape rule, yeah, it's kind of it's a my sphere kind of. It's in my sphere. I don't know how much it'd be in yours. Escape rule is generally a poetry community thing.
Ah.
But it's a standard. It's like Inktober, but for poetry.
I figured it was a prompt thing because a lot of things that are something month tend to be prompts, like Smalgust and Inktober and Mermaid.
Yeah.
They tend to be prompt lists.
Yes, Escape Thrillers. It's run by Savannah Brown, who's a poet and a writer, and she is. I think most people would say she's a little artsy fartsy, so they're always a little weird, or a little like they have a vibe.
Uh-huh.
I haven't really looked at it yet. I always start Escape Roll and never finish it.
That is highly relatable.
I don't think I've ever done one of those monthly things and then actually finished it.
Same. And I tried 2 last year.
Oof.
And I finished neither.
Did you like finish them if you put the 2 together?
No. That would assume that I did approximately 15. I did like 3.
That's fair. But I was thinking because they released the escape roll list so early this year, you know, March is just starting. I'm like, if I start it now, or at least if I pick a few that I want to do and get started on them, because things just take me a while.
Yeah.
Unless it's poetry, in which case it takes me about 5 minutes. Then I might maybe get some things of it done. But if nothing else, it's just a good prompt list to feed off of for the art streams for the month.
Fair enough.
Hello, Das.
Hey, Ness. You're doing alright.
Yeah, there's a bunch of like prompt challengey things starting, I guess. People needing things to work off of.
You're alright, darling. What are you looking for? Ooh, that's a thinking face. What's sticking over in your brain, hun?
What would you designate as a Bloodhunter's primary stat?
Constitution.
Like if we got to pick, or is it
regardless of what Mr. Mercer seems to think, it should be Constitution.
We will die on this hill.
You can't have a class that is mechanically based around sacrificing their own health and not make Constitution their primary.
I get what it's in. I get it. Like, it's a study, right? You study how to hunt monsters. But it's a pain because it's a melee, or at least like a physical class.
Yeah. Like, Spook even said to me once when we were looking at, like, even the equipment and, like, the things that you get, you know, you get light armor, medium armor, you get martial weapons, you know, you get dexterity saving throws, you get athletics, acrobatics. This is a physical class, but it wants you to have int as well.
Yeah.
I will die on the hill if you should use Constitution.
I think then as well, I don't know. This is a tough one. Yeah, just be careful, Das.
Yeah, just do a casual walk.
Yeah,
that's what I try to. I try to do that like every day, just to walk around the block.
Very
just
enthusiastic walks.
If he's hurt his leg, just keeping it moving is probably a good idea.
Yep, don't want it to seize up.
See, the problem with this prompt list is that the first prompt on it is ego, and that I just get the Saturday song stuck in my head. Which doesn't help me. But I won't worry about this just yet, I need to do one more.
Asking what the primary stat of a blood hunter is the equivalent of asking what the primary stat of a paladin is. Because they are the same. They need con, they need strength, they need charisma.
Con's more debatable for a paladin.
It's if you want them to be tanky.
Their armor's supposed to, offset that.
Yep.
Being able to start with a natural 19 AC at level 1 without even min-maxing.
Yeah. Well, if anything, that means that blood hunters suffer even more because they don't get heavy armor, so they have to have good con.
Yep.
Or just crazy. Oh no, because crazy dex wouldn't help you either.
Yeah. If you chose dex to be your attacking stat, then that would help.
Well, yeah, that is a thing. I went to mention this earlier, but that you can kind of pick what you want.
Yeah, you can go strength or dex. That's why when I made Talar, I went for dex because I was like, I need armor as well.
Made some ones that are strength based.
Yeah. Now she's strength based because her strength is so much better. Thank you, Zal.
Thank you, Zal. Oh my god, I need to answer K.
That is.
I'm gonna forget if I don't answer K right now. Yeah. Sorry, you reminded me of something.
That is one slight flaw with D&D is the fact that if someone says strength or dex, you always say dex. Because unfortunately, the way the game is made, dex is superior.
Apart from when someone decides to grapple you and submerge your head underwater.
You can use dexterity to break grapples. It's if you're trying to grapple someone else, then you need strength. But if you're trying to break out of a grapple, you can use dex.
Or just throw them off a cliff. Or through a wall.
Are you speaking from experience here, darling?
Ronan was fun to play.
You ever get a question from one of your players and you're like, or is this a K effect? Is this the Krauser effect, or is this a DM?
No, I think I have occasionally had a question that's thrown me for 6.
What are you planning? What are you... I have an answer, but why are you asking?
Why do you need to know?
I'll think about that. I have never been more concerned than I am right now. It is the Krauser effect. When did he send me that message? I noticed it while I was out, but he definitely sent it to me earlier. Oh, 11 o'clock this morning, yeah, that's fine. Varys fucking Valorant. Try dealing with Zal.
Yeah. It was two different extremes because Varys could just pull out random ass spells and change the entire thing, whereas Zal can just make shit.
Kay comes up with like a 25-step plan with 3 alternates. And he comes up to me and he's like, okay, I want to build this. And he sends me a picture of his desk at work with 3 different schematics on it.
Yeah, this is something I've said before, is that the problem with Kay, bless him, it's both a good thing and a bad thing.
I love you, Kay.
Yeah, it's both a good thing and a bad thing. It's wonderful when you're on his team.
Yeah.
Is that, yes, he is the embodiment of chaos, but he is, unfortunately, also incredibly smart.
He's very smart, yeah.
He's very, very smart.
I know when I've been beat as a DM when I'm playing with I'm like, sometimes I have to take the L and be like, they've outthought me, or at least Kay has.
Yeah. That's because you have to remember that D&D is not DM versus players.
No, it's not.
If you're playing that game,
especially
you
when
will
Kay comes
lose.
up with something absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're like, you know what? Let's play.
It's not up to the DM to compete with the players' plans. Yeah. It's up to the DM to facilitate them.
The ideal DM is an enabler.
Yeah.
Yes and. Or yes but.
There's been a few times where I've said, I'll allow it because I want to see what happens.
Yeah, I'll allow it is my favourite phrase as a DM. I'll allow it.
Sure, I'll allow it. I want to see where this goes.
Okay, I need to stop listening to this song.
Best DM is an enabler. No thoughts, head empty.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna find a sentence generator. This random just generator always sends me. One of them is getting up at dawn is for the birds. I feel that.
This is like Kirok's an early riser. Probably my only character that is. Kika as well, obviously. The sun is up.
The sky is awake, so I'm awake.
It's time for the day.
That's the thing I actually don't know about Posey.
Yes, you are a level 12 wizard. Here is a library which has almost every spell conceivable. If you have the money...
But you have a day.
Yeah, you have a day. If you have the money and the time, you can make a copy of the spell.
Make some choices, bitch. That's a good one. I'll do that. My Spotify today has wanted me to listen to the Fury soundtrack so bad, and you know what? I'm not against it. It's just a weird choice. Go to album. Where is You Are the End? Highly recommend. If people want to get shit done, Fury soundtrack. Boss Rush games in general tend to be a good choice for that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh fuck, I can play the shit out of Fury right now.
Ah yes, Felmia's playlist. That's a good one. A lot of party tracks.
I'm glad that Spotify playlists do kind of serve as a reference, because in a lot of places that's what I have. If I can give you an idea of vibe. Here.
Have a vibe.
Have a vibe. And some vague allusions to tragic backstory. Looks at all my character playlists and begins sweating. Do not let the Illuminati have cheese.
No cheese.
No cheese. No cheese for Illuminati. They cannot have the secrets of cheese make. Fury had thought that, right? Because it's the name of the track.
It's a bop, though.
It is a bop.
Unexpected bop.
unexpected random bop at
As
the
soon
end
as,
of a
as soon
random
as the
dungeon.
boss started, all of us went, "What is this music?"
I ran that dungeon with Kay for the first time the other day.
Yes.
Fucking excellent. No, in this instance, I'm talking about Fury with an I on the end instead of with a Y. Which, I'm gonna reiterate, is a fucking excellent game if people haven't played it. Maybe I'll stream it. I've got it on PlayStation. Maybe I'll stream it one day.
Hell yeah.
You guys can see me die over and over again.
Oh, it's one of those.
It's a boss rush. It's a boss rush, yeah. It's also one of the coolest looking, one of the best soundtracks, and pretty good plot. It's one of those games that came out like, I kind of mentally group it with like Journey, not in like vibe, but in terms of just like really solid, pretty short indie games that all kind of came out about the same time. Fury with an I. Would recommend. It's free quite a lot nowadays because it's a very short game, but it's very difficult. I'll stream it at some point. Maybe this week I'll stream it because I'm up for dying a bit. I haven't played Hades in a while. I'm up for dying for a while. It's one of those games that gives you all the buttons you will need in the first 2 seconds, and then you just gotta get good. I have never beaten it. I've beaten the core bosses, but there's an extra one on the end, if you know where you're looking, that is like the true end of the story, and I cannot beat that shit. That shit gets crazy. reckon there are a lot of shapes happening.
Mucho shapes.
And there is a lot of motion.
Good. This is what I like.
It's about the shape and the motion. You got a reference up on your phone in one hand and a drawing with the other.
If you could see what I was referencing, it's peak me, let's just say.
Is it a Pokemon?
Yes. For those wondering,
I gathered that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If you know the Pokemon, then you'll recognize it. But because I was the thing is that I basically kind of wanted to see a reference of the back of the Pokemon to like check how the spikes go. And there was only one thing I could think of, because obviously if you Google it, you'll just get a bunch of front pictures. So what I have done is I have loaded up my Pokemon Go, where I have caught said Pokemon, because you can turn them around and view them in 3D.
Yeah.
So that is why
I have a 3D model.
I'm using my phone as a reference for Pokemon Go for my art.
I was wondering, I was like, why didn't you just bring it up on your other monitor? That's why.
My other monitor has loads of reference pictures. They're all from the front.
The front, yeah.
I
Pokemon.
needed a reference of the back. So in viewing it in 3D, I was able to find out something that was not clear from the picture, which is the fact that these tendrils coming out from the back are actually connected to the spikes. Which in the pictures you can't see because it's behind the neck. But on the back of the model, if you just spin it around, you can just see that they're essentially coming out of the spikes, which I never knew.
That is a space worm.
Heck yeah, excellent space worm.
Excellent space worm.
Or anti-matter worm, because Palkia is space. Also, yes, I am a nerd who named my Giratina Jomanganda. Because it is the world serpent.
Of course you did.
It's a good name.
It's on brand.
And this is also the superior form. Don't at me.
Blue's coming out hot with spicy Pokemon.
I am hype about Pokemon. It was 50-50 as to whether this was going to be a D&D night or a Pokemon night. And I kind of in the last 10 minutes went, fuck it, I always do D&D, so let's do Pokemon.
It's time. It's time for Pokemons. Good song. This is a Pokemon appreciation stream now.
Hell yes. I am excited for remakes.
Me too.
As I posted in the Pokemon chat earlier today for the Arceus Legends one, I was torn over which starter to go for because all of them are good.
Yeah, we've been told.
Yeah.
The only conversations I've heard about Pokemon Legends are about, fuck, all these starters are so good, which one do we go?
Yeah, they chose such good starters.
They chose the good ones, yeah.
Yeah.
I, of course, will be Cyndaquil forever.
You see, I was considering Oshawott just because if you saw my tweet, I seem to have I have this trend of being in the water trainer. But then, as I posted in Discord, I remembered this is Sinnoh, and there are a total of 5 fire types in the whole game. So I need to pick Cyndaquil if I'm gonna have any type balance. So I'm probably gonna pick Cyndaquil.
I love Cyndaquil. What a good egg.
Cyndaquil is so good.
Mm-hmm.
I think Gen 2 is the generation that I struggled the most with to choose. Like Totodile is my favourite starter, but I have done probably about 5 playthroughs of Johto, and every time I pick a different one. I'm like, Totodile, Cyndaquil, Chikorita, back to Cyndaquil, Totodile again.
I don't think I've only ever nearly defected once. I think that was Rowlet.
Rowlet is a good beat.
I did love Rowlet. But it's me. It's me, I'm gonna pick the fire one.
It's fair, it's fair. And I have a tendency to pick water because obviously I like the colour blue, so I gravitate to that a lot.
Hey, Kay.
Hello.
We were talking about you earlier.
But yeah, I think as well, like, I have the fondest memory of Gen 2 because again, I was. It wasn't my first Pokemon game, but it was the first game I had where I was of an age to appreciate it.
Yeah.
With Yellow, I was just like a wee babby, so I was just
I
was like, video games. Whereas when I played Gold, I was like, oh, this is really cool, and it has day and night cycle, and you can breed, and you have to actually think about what moves you have and things like that.
I have played a little bit of Gen 2, but I've never really played it.
Yeah. Because of the era as well, it was like, oh, you know, here is your Game Boy. I had my own Game Boy as well, so I didn't have to bother my brothers. And it's like, well, you already have a game, so that's going to be the game that you play for the next sort of like 7 months until Christmas comes round.
Yeah.
So I played through it multiple times. Hence why I was like, well, this time I'm going to use Cyndaquil. This time I'm going to use Chikorita. So I loved all of them. But I just love Totodile. He's a good boy.
See, early Pokemon missed me because I didn't have a Game Boy, but my brother did. So early Pokemon missed me. I came in with Pearl with Gen 4. Gen 4, right?
Yes, it is 4. It is 4.
Thank you. So I came in with Pearl, which is why I'm so excited. Because it's my first one and my favourite. And then I've mostly stayed on the boat since then.
Honestly, part of the reason that I'm so hyped for it is because I know that you're hyped for it. And that kind of shit is contagious,
as we've discovered recently.
That shit is contagious.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm already in a... my sister messaged me and she was like, I don't know which one I'm gonna get. I might get both. I'm like, well, I'm getting Pearl because I had Pearl. So, like, my whole family is now like, I guess everyone's getting Diamond now?
Yeah, I'm getting Diamond. Because as I said, with Sword, I fell out of the habit of buying both because I now don't play both.
Yeah.
Bought Ruby and Sapphire, didn't play Sapphire. Bought Sun and Moon, didn't play Moon. I've dropped the habit. I bought Sword, and I didn't bother buying Shield because I knew I wouldn't play it.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna get Diamond.
Yeah. See, it worked out with Gen 4 in my house because Vicky ended up with Diamond. My brother also had Diamond, but then he got Platinum. So we had the 3.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's the other argument, is you go for the other one. I have such fond memories, and this is going to make Blue laugh a lot, because I didn't know anything about Pokemon when I first played Pokemon. I wasn't, like, in the culture. I have such fond memories of one-shotting Palkia. The first legendary Pokemon I had ever encountered.
Brilliant.
And not because I, as Blue well knows, I do not understand type matchups a lot of the time, and I definitely didn't when I was younger.
I think Das knows that you don't know type matchups either.
Yeah. Or move area for facts. But yeah, I one-shot the shit out of Palkia. I was like, what do I do? I didn't catch it. And I've got to relive that. I have to save it just before I do it. One-shot it just for the nostalgia.
Yep.
It will also be my first Pokemon game on the Switch.
Hell yeah.
Goodbye, lid of bottle.
Right. Since we're talking Pokemon, I mean, clearly you're in love with it. So what are the thoughts on what is being divisive art style of the game?
I like it. I like that it's like a middle ground between the OG, the 3DS, and the Switch. It's a little chibi, but like I'm okay with that because it reminds me of the 3DS stuff.
Yeah, that's the thing, is like, because they've tried to, it looks like they're doing a faithful sort of remake.
Yeah, that's what they said in the announcement. It's a faithful remake.
Remake. So it's like, well, in order, if you're going to try to replicate the pixel style, then yeah, you do kind of have to chibify it, because that's kind of what the pixel art was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, they did the same thing with...
got big heads and little bodies, but that's what the pixels look like.
Yeah, it's the same with Link's Awakening. And I don't remember seeing people complain about that. When Link's Awakening got a remake, it was chibi. And that's because it was a Game Boy game, the sprites were chibi.
Yeah, but I'm gonna fucking love it.
I'm excited to
looks
do.
great.
I'm actually partly quite excited to do the underground, but with like modern day Wi-Fi that actually works.
I'm excited to inevitably get stuck at the same damn Pelipper that began my rivalry with Pelipper back in Diamond Pearl.
Pelipper.
There is a Pelipper on the way to the Snow Village. I can't remember any of these names, but there's like a trainer that has a Pelipper that I got stuck on for like real life weeks because I had nothing in my party that could deal with the flying water.
But now you know.
Now I know, and you know what? I still won't be at that time have one. I put money on it.
See, it was never an issue for me because Shinx was one of those Pokemon that I really liked when I first encountered it in Gen 4. I was like, holy shit, this thing is adorable, and it evolves into a badass lion. Oh my god, I'm having it in my team.
Both my siblings had Luxrays, so I was like, well, I can't have Luxray because I can't do what they're doing. No, the only ones I remember, I would assume I had like a Gengar or something, but like the only ones I remember are Brendan, not Brendan, my Incineroar.
You mean you're
Incineroar.
You mean you're Infernape?
Jesus.
You mean you're Infernape?
I went that way instead of that way.
Yeah.
It's because I went Brendan.
Brendan was your
Brendan
Incineroar.
was my Incineroar. My Infernape I remember, and then I had a Roselia?
Roserade.
Roserade, that's it. Names, why are they the same? Yes, my Roserade. They are the ones I remember from my team. So they will be the two that I think will be my mainstays, and then the rest I'll see what happens.
Yeah. Trying to
Oh god, I'm gonna get stuck on that damn fucking weasel. I'm remembering all my old rivalries. That water gym. I spent so long in that. That's where the safari is, isn't it? That
the swamp
gym.
safari.
So long in that safari trying to catch something that would deal with that fucking Floatzel.
Carnivine.
Because I kept dying over and over. Fire trainer.
Again, Shinx, Luxray.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, there is a Quagsire to literally counter that, but you deal. By then, I think my Empoleon had a nice move, so the park ground was not an issue.
Yeah, again, both my siblings had Empoleons, so they just got through it, and I was like angrily sitting with my DS,
seething.
Yeah. But then they got stuck in places that I didn't even register. Like, I don't remember the places that I breezed through. But like, man, when they did the announcement stream and they showed, I can't remember as has been evidence in the last 5 minutes, I can't remember the name of anything, but the flower town, the one which
Floroma town. Floroma.
Was it Floroma?
Floroma.
Yeah. Floroma.
Yes.
When I saw that on the live stream, I was like, yeah, I remember all this. It all came back. That's the place where you have to catch a Drifloon?
It's where you catch Drifloon. You don't have to catch one, but it's where you get one. It only appears on a Friday.
That might have been a self-imposed rule.
Well, it's one of those things where it's like, you want to complete the Pokédex, well, you have to catch it here because you can't get it anywhere else in the game.
Anywhere else.
It was like a pseudo event. It's
Honey
like
on trees.
You have to be here on a Friday to catch the Drifloon, which was in the trailer, I would add.
Yeah.
The Drifloon outside the Valley Wind Works.
I might have a Drifloon on my team because they turn into big blimps. That's kind of fun.
Drifloon.
Okay. If you're about to ask me about the question you sent me on Discord, I'm still thinking about it. Can I recommend something? Yes. If it's that I actually write, then get out of here. A different kind of call out? Okay, okay. No! I refuse. I'm just gonna drink out of a 1.5 liter bottle and you're all gonna have to deal with it. It also stops me drinking it too quickly, which in this particular instance would be disastrous. If I drink, like, more than, like, there, I am never sleeping again in my life. Yeah, this is one of those drinks where they don't... what percent sugar is this? It's 10% fruit, and the rest is water and sugar.
Oh my god.
So... Yes, Das, I've seen that April Fool's video. You have to rewind the tape, okay? You'll take the VHS out and rewind it. Villains, you say? See, I shouldn't have dicked around in Hero Forge before this, because now all I want to do is dick around.
Then continue to do that. Embrace what you want to do. It's still it's still creative.
It's true, it is character design, but meh. I need to write more. Rip. Guess that's the base. That's the baseline layer now.
Oh fuck, that's the worst.
that's the layer. That's its layer now. Is this on the reference layer? Ah, that's a problem. I'm manually gonna have to now pry things onto different layers.
If anything,
time for lasso tool.
If anything, you can just think of it as a secondary sketch. You can just go over it again, and then it's refined even more. Like how I'm doing it at the moment. I got my sketch underneath, and I'm kind of doing a secondary sketch because this is not line art that I'm doing.
Hey, what have you sent me? Hey, hello.
Goodness, Max, that made you turn up very quickly. I went into Discord and I was like, psst, Max, I'm trying Pokemon. Hello, I'm hyped for remakes. I mean, to be fair, the same thing would work on me. If someone would be like, hey Blue, come join this chat, we're talking about Pokemon, I would like immediately explode through the nearest wall.
Fuck you, Kay. Anyway, sorry, what we're talking about?
I am drawing a dimensional danger noodle.
Understood. I don't know what that means, but I assume it's good.
Perfect Ivy Obstagoon? Fuck. I haven't had a perfect anything in a long time. I'm so glad that they like added an in-game way to search for perfect Pokemon. Bring up my perfect. I have 10 perfect Pokemon going to the game. Here we go. Here we go. Where's my camera? There it is. This is my squad of perfect boys. A Bulbasaur, a Rattata, a Nidoqueen, a Nidoran male that I have yet to evolve, an Omanyte, a Snorlax, a Feraligatr, a Plusle, a Trapinch, and a Kyogre. So I'm quite pleased with my perfect lineup. I got, like, really good ones. Yeah, perfect Snorlax. Big hundo. I'm a perfect Feraligatr. A lot of these aren't maxed out. The perfect Kyogre. And the perfect Trapinch. I think I got my perfect Feraligatr, like, on Totodile Day. 12th of the 1st, 2019. This Feraligatr is 2 years old. This perfect Feraligatr is 2 years old. He's a big boy! Perfect big boy. There's a Chimchar on my doorstep. One sec.
Kay asks what's the oldest Pokemon you have.
That would be the starter Charizard that the game gave me. I will check the date imminently. Because I was one of these people who was too impatient to wait for Pokemon Go to be on the App Store, so I sideloaded it. I manually installed it because I was like, oh, I want to play Pokemon! Let's see. Time Court. Yep, oldest Pokemon from the 8th of the 7th, 2016.
That's literally the day that you were able to sideload it.
I wanted to play Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yes, he is called Gwyn, which if you get the reference, you are a big nerd. You're a massive nerd. It is not a Pokemon reference, it's a reference to another game. And it's a game I haven't even played, so I don't know why I chose...
Yeah.
I don't know why I chose...
I was gonna say, I think I know what that reference is, but you haven't played
I
the game.
haven't played the game. I don't know why I chose to reference it for my starter Pokemon, but I have. So, points in chat to people who work out what Gwyn's name is a reference to. But also, yes, the NPC trainer in Pokemon D&D, who is basically me, has Gwyn as well. Because they're me. In the same way that Archer is my Arcanine, Gwyn is my Charmander. My most recent Pokemon on Pokemon Go is a Landorus, because I got lucky in a raid this morning. I woke up, opened my phone, and there was a raid, and there were 5 people doing it, and I was like, what? That doesn't happen.
Nani?
People don't join raids where I live. before you're asking, Max, I actually had Pokemon Go open on my phone because I was using it as a reference for Giratina. Because I couldn't find the angle I needed. So I was like, I'll just load up Pokemon Go, because it's a 3D model.
Okay, I need to move my phone, because otherwise I'm gonna end up blocking K for good.
Blocked.
Finally, I will be rid of you, K. Ruining emotional moments with your damn memes. Kay's like, I found this terrible thing, you want it? I was like, why did you give that to me? It's like, because that's how it works.
That's what friendship is. We just send each other shitty memes.
It's like, this is awful and has ruined this moment for many people, haven't?
That's why I made a shitty Pokemon meme this morning about how I can't get Pokemon stuff in England. That's the level I've degraded to now. Just like, Nintendo, why?
Every time I open my like just general files on my laptop, and it shows you like recently saved and recently accessed, there is a bunch of stuff I've saved from making a meme that didn't work out.
Oh.
With everyone's old frog pictures.
Oh god, the frog.
Put it this way, it's really hard actually to find an asset, a transparent asset with the right shading of the wasted thing from GTA. But that was part of it.
That's pretty funny.
Okay, I need to... This has got to go somewhere else. I cannot... This cannot stay with me. Go over there. Water.
The game blessed me with a perfect Kyogre, which has spoiled me, because it means I now want a perfect Lugia. So that's my favourite legendary. And like, statistically the chances are not great. I'm close though, because I think I have a 98% Lugia. Which is
yeah, I seem to remember this was the thing that came up.
I think that's the best I'll get. So unless Niantic stop being cowards and actually add in a way for you to increase IVs in game, that's probably the best I'm going to get.
I redeemed that because if I have to drink water, so do all of you people.
This is true. Oh, he remembered to put the dryer on. He's a good boy. And I can tell that I'm once again going to do the thing where it's like, this is technically the sketch, but I'm getting too invested in it, so this is just what I'm drawing tonight. This needs to be much
Might as well boss check. Why not?
Yeah. Max, we spoke of this earlier, but are you going to get the Diamond and Pearl remakes? And if so, which version are you going to get? Diamond, yes! I had Diamond, so I'm getting Diamond.
Pearl Squad. To be fair, you're good. I still haven't finished Ultra Sun. I haven't got
See, this is the thing. I completed Sun. I didn't complete Ultra Sun, but I did complete Sword.
It did not complete Ultra Sun.
Yeah. Because it was kind of just the same.
It's the same until the end.
It's just the same, which made it very hard to stick to.
It is good though, because when I get the itch to play Moon, I don't like restarting my Pokemon games, as Blue well knows.
Yeah.
But because I'm not attached to my Ultra Sun, I will restart that and get the same serotonin. I don't even know what's going on in my Ultra Sun at the moment. I'm sure I had something going. I always get to the same point. I get to the Electric Gym and I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I can't beat the Electric Gym without a Mudsdale, and I said that I wasn't going to have a Mudsdale on my team again.
What did I use? Because I didn't have a Mudsdale, but I did get through the Electric Gym. Oh, I have a Rockruff, that's why.
That'll be it.
Duh, Lycanroc.
The Electric Gym in that game is fucking crazy. Like, there's a power outage, get out. It's like, what?
But you're the...
Huh?
How do you have a power outage? I enjoyed Sword and Shield. I know loads of people complained about it, but I'm very easy to please with a lot of things, so I was just like, yay, new Pokemon game, and then I played it, and it was a Pokemon game, so shock and horror. I was happy.
You had a great time.
It was like, oh
Yeah.
wow, I bought a Pokemon game, and I got a Pokemon game. Blow me away.
I only actually obtain about one every 3 Pokemon games, so I'm on schedule to get them on. Yeah, it's only because I didn't have a Switch until very, very recently, until like a couple months ago.
Yeah. I'm hoping that they'll do with Diamond and Pearl what they kind of did with Heart Gold and Soul Silver, which is they integrated Crystal's story into Heart Gold and Soul Silver, because it was just a little bit. So I'm hoping the remakes will just have Platinum added in them.
Giratina stuff.
Yeah.
It was all tacked onto the end anyway.
It really was. It was literally at the end. At the end, instead of catching Dialga or Palkia, it was like go into the Distortion World and catch Giratina instead, and it was like, okay, that's cool.
I imagine it'll be a thing like the Rayquaza questline in fucking Save Me Alpha Sapphire.
Yes.
Where it's like you do the normal thing, and at the end they're like, "Hey, if you go to this tower, there's a Rayquaza shit." There's some Rayquaza shit.
It was called the Delta episode, so like they literally have no reason not to do it because they've done it twice in both remakes.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there's some kind of. Well, I mean, there already is a legendary hunt in Diamond Pearl because the Lake Pokemon and Cresselia. Is that right? That's not right.
Cresselia is one of them because Cresselia's
the one that teleports around. That's really rare. It's always a pain to get.
No.
Pink.
Is it? No. Cresselia's on an island. But yeah, it's Miss Spirit is one of the Yeah, because
the 3 lake ones.
Yeah, the 3 lake. Yeah, Yuxi and Miss Spirit stay in their thing. Yuki and his elf stay. They
Mess
stay in their
Spirit's
den, and Miss Spirit is the one that wanders.
Yeah, and then when you have all of them, you can get the other one.
Good night.
I'm not good with names.
Just
There's
saying
so
the other one is not helpful. It's been a long time since I played Diamond and Pearl.
It's the one that looks. Oh no, I can't even remember the one that it looks like to help you. Okay, this is gonna be a journey.
Type?
Not a chance. It's okay.
This should be our new weekly game. Guess the Pokemon. Describe the
thank you.
Describe the Pokemon shittily and see if Blue can guess it.
Which is just me.
The Grass Hedgehog is Shaman.
Is that gen?
Yeah, is that generation?
I remember Shaman.
Shaman was an event Pokemon.
Why can't I remember anything? I hate my brain.
Cresselia and Darkrai were in pairs. Technically, they were both also event, but they were I believe they were both also just found on an island. You'd get the event item, which would be like a ship ticket, and the ship would take you to the island.
Cresselia is the one I'm thinking of.
You're thinking of Cresselia, right?
The one is. I think it was Cresselia.
Yeah, I don't think you need to catch the 3 Lake Spirits to get Cresselia. I think it's just an event. You need the Luna Wing.
It might just be that you had to use the same map thing, whatever my brain's association is.
You needed the Luna Wing to get Cresselia. That was Cresselia's item. It was tied with Darkrai because Darkrai was the nightmare Pokemon and Cresselia is basically the good dream Pokemon.
Yeah.
Kika would have a Cresselia.
I like Cresselia and Darkrai. So it makes sense that they're opposites. They're like a pair.
Is this where I can I flex again?
That you have perfect IV Cresselia.
I don't have a perfect IV, but I have 2 shiny Cressilias. And now I can send one to my Switch to play in Diamond and Pearl!
Yeah. Yeah, part of the Luna duo. That's pretty funny now.
There she be. Yeah, Luna Duo. The Crescent Moon and the New
It's
Moon.
not to do with Luna, whatever it's called.
Cresselia! Yeah. The Kika Pokemon! Because the shiny is purple and blue.
Hey. I remember 2 things about Cresselia. That I never managed to catch it in Pearl, and that in Alpha Sapphire, it was an absolute nightmare.
Oh, it is, yeah.
It appears on a Wednesday. No, it's a random chance. It's like a 0.2% chance for the island to spawn. I can't remember. Like, I remember when I was doing the legendary hunt in Alpha Sapphire, I looked at Cresselia and went, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, the Pokemon Go Pokedex entry for Darkrai is it can lull people to sleep and make them dream. It is active during nights of the new moon. Cressilia's is those who hold Cressilia's feather are assured of joyful dreams. It's present on the Crescent Moon. Very first game and first starter. My first Pokemon game was Pokemon Yellow, so my first starter was Pikachu.
Mine was Pearl, and mine was...
Chimchar.
Chimchar. There we go. I'm gonna say Monferno, which I think is the second one.
Yes, it is.
Yes. Fuck. Mood frog, but you shouldn't.
All of your characters are lovely and gorgeous.
Yeah, Crescent Isle.
This should just be like hit Blue with Pokemon trivia and see if she can guess what you're referring to.
Yeah, this was it. So Crescent Isle was an island that was always there, but every day it was different, and the percent chance to get a Cresselia on it is tiny. So I was like, I'm either going to be doing this every day for like 2 years, or I give up on Cresselia. And I gave up on Cresselia. I got all the others that I can get on there on its own.
Yeah, that's one of the benefits of Pokemon Go, because let's be honest, getting a legendary in this game is a lot easier. So now that Pokemon Go transferring is available, there's probably going to be a big influx. Legendaries are not as special anymore.
You know what I mean?
I still think they're cool, and I like legendaries.
Yeah, the real thing for me will be getting a Darkrai in the remake, because I've never had a Darkrai. It's my favourite legendary Pokemon. I love Darkrai.
And again, it's like in the previous gen, Darkrai was an event Pokemon, and you know, Wi-Fi events were really awkward in the 3DS era. It was like, you know, you got to go to a game store and they have to have it running, or you have to like put a code in, but like the code didn't even work half the time. Whereas now we have functional Wi-Fi. They can just be like, hey, Darkrai event is active for this month. Go download it.
To me. Or put it in the world somewhere. I'll go catch it. I will get it.
Yeah.
I will put the work in.
What if instead you just made it like a story event? Because that's what they put to do.
In the work. If I learned anything in Alpha Sapphire, it's that I will put in the work to catch legendary Pokemon.
I think it was in Black and White, either 1 or 2, which actually had like an interesting sort of micro story about Darkrai and Cresselia, because the two were in pairs, which was like this girl had like ran afoul of Darkrai and had been put in like eternal nightmares. So you had to go find Cresselia. You had to find Cresselia to cure it, because it was like, well, the only thing that can counteract the nightmares is dreams. So you need to go find Cresselia to counteract it.
Love that boy. The Darkrai movie changed me as a child.
I've
I've loved Darkrai ever since.
Yeah.
I had on the front of my backpack, I had a Darkrai pin for ages. I've still got it, but I've just lost the back.
I think I've got that
All
Darkrai
the
pin as well
pins.
because it came from a TCG box.
I have the Darkrai TCG box.
Also, I'm gonna ruin your life by telling you this. They did a series of rare cards, TCG cards. That was like they always do like EX or GX or whatever. In the Sun and Moon era, the GX fad were called tag team cards. There is a tag team card. They always have two Pokemon, so there's a Mew and Mew, Mewtwo kind of thing. There is a tag team card which is Darkrai and Umbreon.
I do know this because my sister has them.
Does she?
I think she does, yeah. Or at least she has like one bit of it.
Yeah.
I think she has the Umbreon side of it because Umbreon's her thing.
No, that's an even older one. That they used to do legend cards, which were two halves,
Oh, that might be one thing.
and they did a Darkrai that was half Darkrai, half Cresselia, and you need both to use. These Sun and Moon ones are one card with the two Pokemon on, and it has the card's name is Darkrai and Umbreon GX.
Well,
And I think they also put it in a promo box so you could not only get the card, but you could get like a giant
dip around it,
you could get a giant version of the card to like frame.
oh, nice. Darkrai's just the coolest.
Yeah.
I don't make the rules.
But interestingly,
You like study it, though.
with one card being Umbreon and Darkrai, you'd think it'd be like, oh, Espeon and Cresselia. No, Espeon and Deoxys.
I guess, yeah, Psychic. Is that Psychic? Shit.
It is, yes.
I'm revealing how
Cresselia's
little
also
I really know.
psychic.
Oh, is it?
It is.
I don't know why I think it's Fairy, but the Fairy didn't exist.
Fairy didn't exist that time.
It has that vibe.
It looks like it should be a fairy, which is funny
To be
because
fair, it does also have very Psychic, like it has the very sleek.
yes. I think if fairy type had existed when it was made, it would have been made a fairy type because then it would have counteracted Darkrai's dark type.
Right.
Wait, is it? Hang on, I have to check this now. Was it given the fairy type? No, it is still
That's a better
psychic.
question.
It is
I
still
wonder
psychic.
if they won't. I wonder if they'll give the Lake Spirits Fairy type. Because they're not Fairy type, are they? They're all
No, they
psychic.
were also psychic because again, fairy didn't exist. And I don't have any on Pokemon Go, so I can't check.
I mean, I can just...
Because some Pokemon were retroactively given the fairy
Yes,
type.
I remember that. No Spirit type, still just a Psychic.
I guess legendaries is maybe like too solidified to change.
Yeah, maybe. Or they might change it when the game comes out.
Maybe.
Because obviously, if they want to put Fairy back in, it depends whether they're going to put Fairy in or have no Fairy.
Well, Sword and Shield has the fairy type. It's the TCG that has eliminated fairy type for some reason.
Well, this is what I'm saying. If it's a faithful remake of Gen 4, they might not put any Fairy Pokemon in it.
That's true.
Or they might make it... Because are there any Gen 4 or Pokemon that were in Gen 4 that are now a Fairy type? There must be, right? This is a test.
Fucking Mime Junior, because that makes a difference.
I suppose, yeah.
Togekiss.
Okay, yeah.
Togekiss was normal. Flying is now fairy flying.
So yeah, it depends
That's it.
whether they'll undo or go forward, basically.
If they keep fairy type, I think I will 100% have a Togekiss on my team. Because
There are
Cynthia's...
a few Pokemon in Gen 4 actually that would... Because is Chingling a Gen 4?
Yes, it is.
That would make sense as a fairy type.
Cynthia's Garchomp scares me, and if I have a Togekiss that is a fairy type,
Cynthia's Garchomp scares everyone.
if I have a fairy Togekiss, then it's fine, because it's a dragon ground and fairy flying just like perfectly counters that.
Only Togekiss can protect you from the monster that is Cynthia's Garchomp.
Look, the Pokemon community fears Cynthia's Garchomp
Yeah,
because it is...
my brother still has a working DS somehow, and still has Platinum, and he was replaying it not that long ago, and he was like, I'm thinking about that Garchomp already. When he started playing it, he's like, what do I do about the Garchomp?
I think Cynthia's Garchomp is still to this day the highest leveled NPC Pokemon that you can fight. like single
Looking forward to it.
like single Pokemon. Like I believe Red's whole team has a higher level in total because like they're all like the same level, whereas Cynthia is like Garchomp is like 5 levels higher than all the other ones.
Much higher than the rest of her team. Yeah.
So it's like Red is overall like harder, but Cynthia you technically encounter earlier than Red because Red is after you've beaten the Elite Four twice.
Yeah.
Whereas Cynthia is your first Elite Four run. She is an infamous Nuzlocke ender.
Yeah. I still don't think, considering Pearl was my first game, I don't think I've ever struggled at an Elite Four since that game. Like, that game made me think the Elite Four was something that I weren't.
Not even the Elite Four, the champion. Like, the Elite Four before her, I was fine with.
It's fine, yeah.
But getting to the champion Cynthia, I was like, oh, I'm scared of you, you're a strong lady.
I think I died a lot in Pearl's, like, Elite Four into champion. But I don't think I've struggled that way since. Maybe that's because I understand how typing works a little better now. We'll find out when I do it again.
Game Freak literally just decided we're gonna make this tall, gorgeous woman the most powerful trainer in the region, and everyone just went, okay, step on me.
Carry on. Carry on, ma'am.
We stand Cynthia.
Yeah. It's gonna be a strange nostalgia trip because Pokemon Pearl is so in the recesses of my memory. Like, I played it a lot, but like it's been so long that when I play it, it's gonna be like, oh shit, but just constantly. I'm excited to get emotionally invested in the Pokemon team again.
Hell yes.
Every game. That's why I don't like resetting my playthroughs, because I get emotionally invested in my teams.
One of the benefits of the Switch is that you can make a new profile, and that's the equivalent of having a new save.
Yeah.
So I don't want to start a new game on my Sword, but I could just use Spook's profile because he doesn't use my Switch, and play Sword on his profile instead.
I'm having a crisis now.
Oh.
Because now I've accidentally said Brendan was the name of my Infinite.
No.
I can't remember the actual name of my Infinite now.
Oh no.
I'm gonna be thinking about this for like 3 days. But now I'm like, was it also Brendan? I feel like I've mentioned this to you and it was not that name.
I don't think it was. Brendan is very
I remember
much a
that
cat.
it was because I was younger. I didn't realize it was a girl Infinite and it had a boy's name. Yeah, quotation. I'm gonna be thinking about this for like 4 days. End the conversation. Hard reset. Wow, I haven't heard this Hades Town recording in a while.
So we saw on the Shield, I don't actually know if there's restrictions with sending Pokemon over from home, because I'd already beaten the game by the time Pokemon Home got released. But I'm going to assume that there probably currently is, to stop people just like starting a new game and being like, here's a level 100 Arceus, lol. So I assume that they will do the same.
That one. Yeah.
I assume that they will do that in Diamond and Pearl. That you can't just, if you can send Pokemon over from Pokemon Home, you can't just immediately do it from the get-go.
Yeah, I imagine it'll be a once you've beaten the Elite Four thing. Like Battle Towers.
Oh yeah, Battle Tower and Battle Frontier.
Yeah.
That post-game.
I've never gotten into like Battle Tower and stuff like that.
Same.
I'm more of a, if there's a choice between doing a bunch of legendary hunting post game and doing Battle Tower, I will do legendary hunting every time.
That's the thing, I'm resident Pokemon person, but I'm not really much of a battler. I've never been into
No.
competitive Pokemon battling.
No. We would both be. We're too emotionally attached to our Pokemon to be trainers. We're not ruthless enough to be like, this is my team, my setup, my strategy. It's like, no, I just love them.
My strategy only works against NPCs.
Yeah.
It's like, I have a level 80 Arcanine, and he will eat you. But he probably wouldn't last against another player.
No.
But at least in my mind and in my Pokemon universe, it's like, he is one of the strongest Pokemon in the region.
Yeah.
Screw you. He's a good dog.
Me with my headcanon Ninetales. I know Ninetales isn't massive, but in my head Ninetales is always huge. I think that's because there's certain art of Ninetales in front of the moon and stuff, where Ninetales is huge. And I love that shit. Big ol' wise fox.
Have the Mega Doggo that I can ride into battle.
I did a U quiz the other day that was, what is your Pokemon companion? It had like over 250 options that you could get.
Wow.
It was 50 questions long. It was thorough. And one of them was like, how, like, you had like the personality section, and then you had the section that was like actually about like owning a Pokemon. It was like, how like realistically big would you like your Pokemon to be? And one of them was like, big should not fit into buildings.
Like, if we live in a fantasy world where money and house size were not an issue, hell yes, I would have an Arcanine.
Yeah. I want my Ninetales. The thing is, I like Ghost Pokemon a lot, but I would not have Ghost Pokemon because they're horrific.
Yeah.
Am I cursed enough to, in real life, to have Ghost Pokemon? Maybe. Who's bopping?
It's on Felview's playlist, I can't help it.
Appropriate. Oh yeah, Limelight. Yeah.
Yep, Limelight.
Hey, I'm familiar.
Yeah. It's a option of one because I have there is literally one song in my stream safe playlist that is also on a characters playlist, which is Limelight.
Yeah.
I would very much love to just listen to my D&D playlists, but Twitch
But copyright law.
messing with my vibes.
Das is listening to my villain playlists again. I see you, Das.
Can I say, oh yeah, Tala's playlist has also skyrocketed. I didn't notice. Last time I checked, Tala's playlist had about 7 followers, and I was like, that's a lot. I listened to it today, and it has 11/12, and I was like, what? What? Who are you people?
Where did you come? How did you find this? Maybe I'm gonna listen to Mara's playlist.
Right, excuse me while I tab out and check something, because the whole reason I'm doing this picture is not really to draw Giratina, but because I want to try out a new thing that I learned I could do.
By the way, chat, if you saw my lights dim a second, I don't know what that meant. Hopefully my power's not about to go out.
Ooh.
Where are you, Mara? There you are. Who could have foreseen this? Who could have done this?
Oop, mute that, because that's probably copyrighted music.
Oh, quick. See you, Darren.
Bye bye. Okay, pause video. Pause video. I'm going too quick. What did you just do? Excuse me.
I've just opened my snack drawer and realised I am about 85 years old.
Why? What's in your snack drawer?
1.
Can I have one?
2. Here. Would you like a rhubarb and custard or a Werther's?
Werther's, please.
Here you go.
Thank you. It would really freak out chat if I just went like that and I actually had one in my hand. I hid it behind my camera for a bit. I have got bourbons that Spook has left
Oh,
here.
yeah. You're also 85. Hello.
Spook was eating them and has left them here. I was ignoring them for a while, but now that you have had sweets, I want one. It's less that I'm hungry and more I just want flavour in my mouth. So
You may notice those sweets have a theme. And it's that they are just sweet and they last a while. Although saying that, my sugar intake is going through the roof. It's all that's keeping me awake today, sugar and caffeine. Don't be like me, kids. Live a better life. Why does Hosier slap so much?
he gets it.
The eternal question.
He just gets it.
I'm listening to movement and I'm like, holy shit. Yep. Mm-hmm. There's something about how the end of this fades out into just like different harmonies with no music. It's beautiful. I can't get the idea of dicking about on Hero Forge out of my head, so it's happening.
Do it. We've said several times, you have to embrace it.
I got a bunch of actual legitimate character design that I need to do. That's the way I'm justifying it. There's a couple characters that I haven't actually designed. I just have a vague idea of what they're like. Where are my DM notes? I was about to hold them up to the camera then, that would have been bad. My DM notes are particularly chaotic at the moment though. Darylyn. Don't need a token for Darylyn, do I? You guys have a token for Darylyn.
Yeah, you got one.
Wouldn't be particularly interesting anyway. I don't think Hero Forge would be able to handle the king rounds.
Fair enough, Max. If anyone else is on the server, tell them I said hi. But I am art streaming and thus will not be joining them.
So say hi from me, even though I don't have access. Who haven't I got tokens for? None of these people. Cool.
They're all in the nether.
Nope.
Have fun. I do not like the nether.
Nope, me neither.
I am a coward. But I am
Yep.
a live coward.
always miss the just by pure chance I miss the Nether excursions. I just turn up when I used to play Minecraft a lot. Like I just turn up one day and there would be a bunch of like Netherstone or whatever in the chest, and I'd be like, ah, that happened last night. It's better than the end.
I haven't been to the new end, is the thing, because the Nether's been totally redone, and I've been to it, and it's still not nice. But
the last time I played Minecraft, the thing that was new in the Nether was strongholds.
They got biomes now.
There are biomes in the Nether?
Mm-hmm. Nether biomes. You can find soul sand flats, you can find, like, ashen volcanoes. There's the stronghold, obviously, but there's, like, dark nether forests. And there's even, like, an end biome in the nether as, like, a precursor to the end.
Damn.
And the end itself, it's like, it's got the central island where the dragon is, and you still do that. But once you've killed the dragon and it stops harrying you, there's other floating islands that have structures on them. And they have,
oh, I remember.
Yeah, end
there
fortresses.
Was like one, but now there must be more.
Yeah, it's like there's like they saw the nether fortresses and they were like, cool concept, let's put it in the end. So now there's end fortresses. I've never been that far because I couldn't get past the new nether. I was like, this new nether is harder. I can't find blazes.
I have never been part of like the squad that deals with the nether in the end. That was never my job.
I mean, same. It's never normally my job either.
I'm trying to make the King of Rats in Hero Forge. I don't think it's gonna work. I think it might be a little bit too weird. We'll see how we go. All the red furs might be a little too weird for Hero Forge.
I mean, I did the best I could with Tala.
Did very well from my memory.
I'm not as happy with the snout shape as I would be, but I did the best with what I had. I hope you're all enjoying the massive screen of red as I tinker with brush settings.
anything in Hero Forge is too nice for King of Rats. Nothing's like dirty enough.
I guess that's where you have to play around with the colour and just put
Yeah.
dirt in it.
I need it to be more ripped and destroyed. Fucked up. God, well, I want to know. I want to interrogate what part of my brain that came from. Where in my brain did the King of Rats come from? I just want to talk. I don't know what it was when like I was doing world building for the Tribunal of Ashes. I was just like, what if we just turn this dial way up?
Hell yeah.
Oh, you did this.
Hell yeah. I ain't sorry.
Okay. I see you. It's a character I wouldn't have been able to make a token for, even if I did have stuff.
Can relate heavily to that frog.
Yeah, no, I feel that at the moment.
Oh fuck, that shouldn't be playing. That wasn't a stream safe song. Hopefully that was the first one and I didn't accidentally miss some. As much as I would love to listen to Mystery Skulls on the stream, I'm not 100% sure I can. found half a tweet, and I don't know if half a tweet is enough convincing evidence. I may have to tweet them myself and be like, you use music on Twitch because you have good songs.
Having one of those moments where I'm like, this isn't reading as this character, why not? Because I need to change that expression. This is just not an expression, like not a face they would make. There it is. Now that reads. I have to go back to doing the rest of it. Slap a bunch of colour on. Heroforge has my red mage hat. Actual red mage hat. Oh my god, I took some great screenshots of my red mage earlier. Since the camera mode, I found the settings to turn on the manual depth of field, manual focus, manual lighting.
Mm-hmm.
That's all like my like artistic need to express myself in photography only comes through in video game photo modes nowadays. I don't have it in real life anymore. It's only the moment I get hold of a photo mode in a video game. You can have a hat that is a bird's nest with a bird in it.
Yes, the Radagast look. don't know if the mic is picking that up, but I hope you're enjoying the good pen tapping ASMR.
It's amazing how quickly this happened. The minute, like, we were talking about it, and I know I should have just listened, but like, the minute I started doing the thing that, like, creatively my brain wanted to do, I'm just doing it, like, I'm barreling through it.
See? We must have said this about 6 times, and we're like 2 hours into the stream.
Yep. You never listen to your own advice, do you?
Absolutely not.
Learn from our mistakes, chat.
Learn from our mistakes.
I'm just seeing what this damn colour's called. my mic was on when I thought it was muted, and vice versa. Sorry.
Sorry?
Also, Dash, she did.
What?
You were not Miss Hair.
Oh, because green. Brain see green, green equal frog.
I know we've talked about this on stream before, but like, it's amazing how much thinking about an outfit makes you think about character. It's like, yeah, this outfit looks cool, but it's not very them.
It's not practical for what they
That.
need. It's not practical for what they need to do.
Yeah. About the visual storytelling. Trying to convey character before character has even been introduced.
Tala's sleeves aren't missing because of aesthetic. Tala's sleeves are missing because her arms catch fire.
Yeah.
Aww, look at that.
What's happening?
Look at that sweet boy. Aww.
Oh.
So sweet.
This song gets me to a certain character. I need to get out of here.
Look at them. Pair of troublemakers.
Now there's trouble.
I knew you were trouble when you walked in.
That's their vibes.
Oh, that's on the playlist now. It's got to be added to the playlist.
It's happened.
It's very much in her vibe. A vibe.
I have to link you. I've got a private one that I used to have for Hope, but I think it has Felvia Blibe, so you're more than willing to pick stuff out of it.
I mean, Tiefling Bards.
Feel free to scavenge it, because I don't listen to it, so I was just going to delete it, but you're more than welcome to pick it for parts, as it were.
so I'm gonna go make a cup of tea.
Okay,
And also stretch my legs.
do it.
So I'll be right back, gang.
I will entertain, because I think I've basically finished this one.
Ooh.
Hello, chat. How's it going? My brain still only wants to listen to I'm Alive from Next to Normal, but we're here. At least I'm doing something creative and useful. Yes, odd exchange happening. Whoops. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do at all. I want that to be a bit dark. We could do.
Love, I get so lost sometimes. Days pass
There's two.
and this emptiness
CK.
fills my heart. When I want to run away, I drive off in my car. But whichever
I feel that frog.
way I go, I come back to the place you are. All my instincts, they return, and the grand facade so soon will burn.
Yeah.
Without a noise, without my pride,
My brain really is head empty today.
inside.
There's nothing there.
In your eyes, the light, the heat.
It's weird, like, because this doesn't feel like a creative thing, because these characters all already exist in my head, but really putting them down in front of you is hard. I don't need to say this because you're all doing, you know, traditional art, so you're doing physical art, so you actually understand that. But interesting. It's making me realizing things that need to change. I'm also listening to a playlist I haven't listened to in a while, and it's giving me the vibes, the character vibes.
Love, I don't like to see so much pain, so much wasted, and this moment keeps slipping away.
Wait, they actually do have a... They have a setting on here for feral goblin. Finally. The king of rats' gender has been discovered. The lasso tool truly is a blessing, except when it is a curse. And it is the savior of many a wrong layer scenario that I have had in my life. Just realised I have a candle burning over there. I don't know how long that's been burning for. I will investigate that when Blue gets back. Needless to say, probably this whole house smells like pumpkin spice now.
Love is like a bomb, baby, come on, get it on. Living like a lover with a radar phone. Looking like a tramp, like a video vamp. Demolition woman, can I be your man?
she has returned.
Hello, gang. I am back.
Hello, hello.
Ugh.
I have discovered there is a model I can use for the king of round.
Oh, here we go.
It's not going to be 100%, but it's going to be some of the way there. I am going to take a break because I realised while you were away there is a candle burning over there and I have no idea how long it's been burning for.
Girls.
I don't even remember lighting it. Okay,
Oh
I'll be
my
back.
God. But it's good to periodically stand up anyway. Hooah. How are we all doing? Let's turn that off now. Hey, you guys have seen firsthand that memeing is all that we do. Embrace the meme. Check Oakheart. How doth one distract me now? Rude is sus. Oh no. BA's 2 crimes. That's pretty funny. Bless.
We built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. Built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. Say you don't know me.
Kid with a chalkboard. Yeah, that looks kind of accurate, to be honest.
Don't care who goes to that kind of place. Knee deep in the hoopla, sinking in your fight. Too many runaways, eating up the night. My coded plays a mama.
Listen to the radio, don't you remember? We built this city. life for a fill tool that fills correctly. Yes. Yes. People wonder why I do it manually. It's because fill bucket don't fucking work. Polyfill, where's that? My computer just made a DC noise and I was like, what, DC? Which is polyfill? Is that still under fill? Or is it this one of these shape? This? What's gradient? This one? Figure. Ah, there it is. Ah, okay. Oof, I need a steady hand for this, and I am not a steady hand generally. I might alternate between the two. I'll say in this instance, a brush is probably just as easy for me. My hand is not steady enough to use that. I can just do this. And it would probably be just as quick. But thank you for that tidbit. I will probably use that in the future for other things. Yeah, see, using a manual brush, I doubt I could have done that any quicker, to be honest.
I'm back. Hello.
Hello!
Took longer than expected. Sorry about that.
That's alright, mine took longer than I expected.
I made a full cup of coffee and I started coming back up the stairs and I was like, hell yeah. I definitely made that with full calf coffee, didn't I?
Oh no, not again.
So I had to make another one. Because I was like, if this was the beginning of the stream, I might have gone, fuck it. But this is, nope.
It's now 10:30 at night. Darren has started playing Final Fantasy.
Of course, of course.
Ugh. I've started using the big mug because I forgot I had the big mug, and then you reminded me one of the art streams. I was like, oh yeah, I got bought a big mug for Christmas and I haven't used it.
Yeah.
Like dirty and great.
There you go.
And there's a dragon on me because my family knows me.
This is the only mug I have. I probably could do with a very small one instead, because I drink maybe a third of this. But all of my family are like big mug people.
We have.
They were like, well, all of your mugs are in storage, so we need to buy you one.
So they bought you a big one.
me a big one.
So we have loads of standard size mugs, as to be expected from T level. I have this big mug, which is mine. Technically, there is another big mug in this house, but it's not mine and it's not Spook's. It's actually Stangy's. So I don't tend to use it. So now I have my own big mug. But we also actually have a Titchy mug. which doesn't often get used, but sometimes if I'm like super full after dinner, Spook is like, cup of tea, and I'm like, teeny one. He uses the teeny mug. It looks really small, but I think if you measured it, it's probably only half the size of a regular mug, which would make it 250. I think a standard mug is 500ml. I think. It turns out that a standard mug could essentially be a unit of measurement, at least all the ones that I have.
I have a student cookbook that is entirely built around that prospect. Because they assume, rightly, that no student owns scales, but does own a normal size mug.
That's the way to do it. I did have a cooking calendar from last year, which just had recipes on it. And the entire thing got thrown, obviously, when New Year's came. But I actually kept the back page, because the back page is a conversion chart for American into English, so it has 1 cup equals this, and I'm like, thank you! The amount of recipes that I see online where it's like, add a cup of this and 2 cups of that, and I'm like, what is this cup unit?
What? Every cup is different.
What is this cup unit you are using? Grams, damn it!
It's the damn thing.
Oh goodness, that ended up being bigger than I thought it would be. I apologise deeply. I'm very embarrassed by that one. Bye Max, thanks for dropping by. Thanks for the Pokemon talk. I'll probably catch you on Friday. One cup is 10 tablespoons. I ain't got time to count out 10 tablespoons. Hindsight is 2020. I should have just done that entire neck bit, 'cause then I could have layer clipped it. I even started doing that and I was like, no, I shouldn't do that because it's not the same colour. Cool.
I'm trying to put like potion bottles on the belt of this model. But because they're so tiny, they're like, think of like the Hero Forge standard potion bottle asset. think about like the scale of it on the models that you tend to make. The potion bottle on this is the size of their entire torso.
The thing you have to remember is that this is being designed for being 3D printed, so stuff literally cannot be too small, is the only downside.
No, I know, but it's very funny. Because probably, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the assets are like, here's an arrow, and it's like, oh, arrows are not that thick, unless you wish to bludgeon someone to death.
It just made me laugh, I was like, whoa. But like, yeah, things that are probably appropriately sized for them are probably about like, the size, like, palm of my hand.
Much more sense. You know when you're missing like something really fucking obvious, and then when you do it, it's like, I have been a fool. That's me. I've been a fool for the last 2 hours because I forgot that I could turn the background off and make all of this a lot easier to see.
I've just been talking, and I was muted the whole time.
Oh no, I didn't even register because your camera's, your webcam is like half covered for me to fit everything on my bloody screen.
Yeah.
What were you saying?
But yeah, I love Hero Forge because there's, you know, you're messing with it and messing with it, and you're still like, oh, this is just kind of a character with some of the bits, and you're kind of futzing with it, and then at a certain point and like, that's the character.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of that, I think, is to do with the new pose stuff. Because I think when they're in kind of a generic pose,
the fact
it's
that you
not
can
there.
individually pose them is great.
Like, I've been futzing with this and futzing with it and been like, it's almost there, but it's not quite. And I've been futzing with it, and like I just moved some of the posture, and I was like, nope, there they are.
It's like there's like there's the 3-point landing pose, which obviously I use as the base for Tala, but it's like turn the knuckle into an open claw and the backhand into an open claw, and it's like, oh, there she, that's the pose. That's her pose. Naren,
It's the
what
same
have you
for
done?
I appreciate how much of this screenshot that Naren's put in chat has been blurred out for your own safety. I really appreciate that.
I got a full screen this because I can't read it. Personal boundaries. What is that man wearing?
We'll have to sit down one day and just do Hilda Bramble.
Why is his top half a suit and the bottom half short shorts?
There are answers to those questions, is all I will tell you.
That's amazing that there is in fact answers, I'll be honest.
The thing is, it's Final Fantasy XIV level writing, it's just goofs all the way down. It's still really well written, but it's just constant goofs.
It was the heat of the moment, telling me what my heart meant. The heat of the moment, shone in your eyes. And now you find yourself
I know we've Moonshare. Oh, sorry, I was about to start something and then I immediately got shot by chat and it completely blasted what I was gonna say out of my brain.
Chat, what are you doing?
What?
What's happening?
I don't think I've ever felt like I have ADHD more now than this. I literally was about to say a sentence and it just exploded from my brain and is gone.
Godspeed sentence. We don't know what you were, but you were probably something.
I'll come back to it.
Yeah, don't worry.
Um,
Don't worry about it.
to answer your question, Stacey, yes, of course, you can always share lore ideas with me. The worst thing that I can do is say no, but I always love to hear them.
And when your looks are gone and you're alone, how many nights you sit beside the phone? What were the things you wanted for yourself? Teenage ambitions you remember well. It was the heat of the moment, telling you what your heart meant. It was the heat of the moment, shone in your eyes. It was the heat of the moment.
Aww, that's cute. A cute little idea. I like that.
It's upsetting me so much that none of these leather tones match, but like, of course they don't.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those things where, like, aesthetically, my brain is like, these should all like be consistent, like at least tone consistent, like color palette. But of course they aren't. Nothing about this should read that this is a cohesive outfit. In fact, if anything does look cohesive, I have to change it immediately.
I suppose for the siblings instance, it wouldn't be fake tattoos, it would be temporary fur dye. Because you can't really tattoo fur. So it would be a temporary dye. Like a washout hair dye.
Wait, let me reach out. Like, they manic panicked their hair together. They did what me and my friends did when we were emo teenagers. They just snuck into the bathroom when their parents went in and put a bunch of manic panic in their hair.
And they both had blonde hair as well, so like any colour that you put in is just like
One of them had like a weird greenish colour for a while.
it was green for a while.
The blue washed out.
Yeah, it was vibrant blue for like 2 days, and then you showered once and it just went green, and it was like, oh, regret.
None of this is from experience from me and Blue, by the way.
Honestly, that is purely the only reason that I haven't dyed my hair blue, because I know because my hair is blonde, it will just turn an unpleasant green.
it will hold longer than like mine would if I dyed mine blue, for example. You should have seen it when they bleached my hair. They had to bleach my hair to get it because I had black hair before I had red hair.
Mm-hmm.
You remember? You knew me then.
I do.
Even though most people don't remember my black hair because I just have had the red hair for so long now.
It's a very vague memory, but it is
Yeah,
there.
it's like a dream.
I vaguely remember your excitement on Tumblr when you were like, I'm actually gonna have red hair.
Yeah, and I've been that way ever since. But they had to bleach it to get all the black dye out. But the thing is, my hair's got red pigment in it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
It was this color. It was like a really like faded orange color.
Oh, fucking hell.
It looked terrible.
I had no
So,
idea
like-
if the microphone picked that up.
I don't know.
That sounded really loud. Ooh. Elbow shouldn't sound like that.
Oh no, it shouldn't. It should
Not when you're my age.
Hello, Lawton.
Ugh.
Health check.
Yeah, I was stretching because of Lion's health check and it apparently broke my elbow. That mug of tea did not last long.
Oh my god, we still.
Imagine how long it would have lasted if it wasn't the big mug. Oh, my phone's battery is running out. Where's the charger?
God, this is so satisfying.
Mm-hmm.
This is such a weird character design that I've had in my head, and explaining it was really difficult in session, let alone if I was trying to like make a visual representation of it. But like,
You're doing it.
this is it.
You're doing it.
And I will actually be able to show stream this one because my players have met this character.
Yay!
Yeah, that's them. I'm gonna have to actually do the base because I've been doing pretty like cinematic shots, but I really want you to be able to see all of this.
Yeah. You have to appreciate the entirety.
Yeah. The only thing I couldn't get with them is their like matted, stringy hair that comes down, but that's okay. Because Hero Forge, as you might expect, doesn't have a lot of hair that obscures the face because what's the point? Obviously, got to use the bloody street texture.
It's so weird to listen to this song. Like, I like it, but the alternate version by a different artist is on a character playlist. And, like, that one is really, like, low, whereas this one's more sort of upbeat and disco-y, like the original. So it's, like, polar opposite vibe of the one that's on the character playlist.
Yeah, I know that very well. I mean, the song I'm listening to right now is that vibe.
A vibe.
Sorry. Such a fun character to play. Some of the energy is there in this. We've talked about this all before, but characters I wish I played IRL. Like, I could play IRL, because weird goddamn character. Yeah, this'll do.
Meanwhile, I'm just there just going, sir, please stop rooting around in my brain. I have enough to think about.
Yes, very little consideration for your feelings. What a dick. Yeah, better. Okay. Okay, let me crop that. How am I gonna share this? How does one share this?
You can either share a link directly to the Hero Forge model, or you can just share a screenshot.
I've got a screenshot, I'm just trying to work out how I'm gonna... I guess I'll tweet it, huh?
If you
I
want.
guess I'll tweet it.
PC, stop randomly DCing things.
Unless you guys in chat want the Hero Forge model. Have a nosy around. What say you, chat? What say you, chat? I've just read your message, Das.
Always love that vagueness when we're streaming, when one player messages the DM and the DM goes, "I've seen your message," and then doesn't respond.
No, I'm reading chat. I'm reading chat. You're good. You're good.
Okay.
Blue, do you want a link to this?
Hell yeah, I do. I can put it on the stream.
Oh yeah, that would work. Oh shit, how am I gonna do this?
Send it to me on Discord.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to work out. I just have to open Discord in browser.
What?
Open Discord in your browser. I'm haven't done that. I currently have Discord open in 3 places. We'll see how quickly it dies. This is where you rotate it on stream and I find a bit that I've missed on the colouring. Because I was just worried about a single screenshot. There you go, I sent it.
Add new source, browser. It's loading, everyone.
Hey.
Oh my god, look at them.
Chaos.
Fantastic.
Would recommend rotating it around because
It was good, it was good. The tail. The sword with the tail's so good.
not a single part of that outfit came from the same person.
It looks like it. I don't know if the stream is showing the rotation or not, because I am rotating it around having a look, but my preview doesn't appear to be updating in the
No, it doesn't look like it.
stream. That's weird.
I'll post my screenshot on Twitter as well.
Let's try window capture instead of browser source. New source. Let's try Chrome Hero Force. That looks better. There we go. There we go, that's working.
Looks like it. Hang on. Waiting for stream to catch up. Yeah, that is working.
I love the boots.
I know, they're my favorite part.
I love the boots. Like the metal is all differently coloured as well as the boots themselves. So good.
I wish you could like manually add. This is what I was saying about the coats. All the coats are like nice. It's like, no, I want a coat that's covered in patches that is in shreds.
I don't know if that's something that they might add in decals, perhaps,
Well, yeah.
when it eventually
that's
gets
probably
added.
true. But the cloak, sorry, did quite a bit of work for me there.
Mhm. Yeah, there isn't the only torn clothes is like a torn top.
Really torn
It's
clothes,
just like
yeah.
at the bottom. Yeah. There isn't really like a torn coat option.
Get on it, Hero Forge. I'm joking. I've already found 100 things. I'm like, holy shit, they added that?
They've added in a lot.
Yeah. My characters that are missing limbs. I found that I can do that now.
I think
have a
you-
bunch of
I think
models
you can
with different...
mismatch gloves, if you didn't know that.
You can, yeah, but
You chose not to, okay.
yeah. I felt the recoloring did enough.
Yeah.
It's one of the better model jobs I've done, I think, that one.
It looks real good. And the sword in the tail is also very good.
Yeah. They would. I saw that you could do it, and I was like, oh, they would. They would do
They
that.
have the ability for you to hold things in your tail.
No one asked what the green flask does.
I won't. Tala knows better.
But put like a normal potion bottle on their hip and see the size difference.
The side. Fantasy? Trying to find one. Yes, Sadie, I know.
Yeah, I managed to find like the one flask that is small.
Can I search potion? Search as potion gets given size. What? There we go, they're at the top. Oh wow, that is ridiculous. What is that?
If you see them running around with a potion bottle that big, fucking book it.
That's not a potion,
Get
that's
out
a,
of there.
That's not a potion, that's a bludgeoning weapon.
Yeah, you can make them hold it and it does look like a mace.
Bloody hell.
This goblin is a very influential person in my world.
I know!
It's about a gallon of liquid.
Yeah, you can't use the token maker because it's premium. Or pro,
Yeah,
as they call
it's,
it.
to be honest, with the angles and the screenshots I've been taking, it good enough anyway.
Yeah, the sort of like diffuse light that is the default is good.
It's pretty good. I've seen as well they've got in beta lighting options.
Yeah, I think that goes hand in hand with the photo booth.
Dicking about in my colour settings.
I'm curious what material the tail is because it looks very shiny.
It is. It's a cursed answer if you want it. I think the actual texture is for lips.
It does not look like that.
Nope.
Oh, because it's got two-tone. You've two-toned it with the gums.
Yeah.
That's why, because the gums are shiny.
Yeah. Fine by me.
Oh, no. I just heard a noise.
Go investigate.
Sadie. Oh, hello, you're in the computer room. What have you been doing, Miss Big Eyes? Oh, guilty. Guilty conscience.
The guilty eyes.
Guilty conscience. Hide in the box so mother cannot.
What has she done?
What have you done? Big Eyes, hide in the box so mother cannot tell me off. Let's go have a look in the living room.
Playing around with colours and can get my character's face not be flesh toned. You have to go into like painting. So like yeah, colour, paints, and then look on the top menu on the right and you can find like, you know, gems or whatever. It's worth noting, if you guys want to dick around with this hero model, there you go.
Nothing is immediately out of place, which says to me that she did her old thing of where she runs and collides with her scratching post. Which she seems to think is fun because she does it almost daily. Is this Hero Forge hour now, is it?
I'm sorry, this is what I have done.
I mean, I love Hero Forge.
Continue drawing your Pokemon because it's very good.
Thank you. I could happily make an evening out of just dicking around with Hero Forge, and have already done so several
I
times.
frequently do, yeah. Well, now that I have to use it for character models, I've got more of an excuse. Yeah, I remember this name model.
Ah, it's a nice one. It's lovely, that is. They added in new XL bases as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the XL bases are really good.
Yeah.
I just used one, but unfortunately on the screenshot I took of the model, you can't see it.
It's only like it's literally, it's like the rubble. There's the rubble with plant, which is like your fantasy one. There's a city rubble with metal, which is your sci-fi one, and then there's a hell one as well, basically.
Yes.
That's it. But obviously they are gradually adding in more. I think those only got added this month. I say it's March. It got added in February.
I love all the memes about March, as much as I like March, but I'm just enjoying the surprise of its arrival. I too have no concept of time.
This is where hang on, let me turn it back on. This is my Hero Forge library. As you can see, it is very big. Admittedly, there are 9 copies of Viri because Panda asked me to do that. Because he wants assets for his video editing. I think I am most proud of Kirok's model.
Yeah, I remember when you were posting Kirok's one, because we spent a long time talking about colouring.
Kika was the one that I think I discussed colouring with a long time, because I knew her feather colours, I didn't know what her armour colours should be. I should put this on,
Toy House.
Yep. Because it's a pretty good reference, to be honest.
I should probably make a Hero Forge account, huh?
Yeah, because then you can safely save things.
Yeah.
Hence why I have all of these models saved. Some of these are characters you haven't even seen. And some of them aren't even mine either. Let's load Taller up, so we got the squad. There's Werewolf Taller. Haven't made a human one because obviously I'm me.
On brand.
Yes.
I was thinking when I was messing around with stuff, I was like, have I seen a Tala one?
The wolf one. I told you.
The
'Cause-
wolf one is so good though.
Yeah, I told you know about the wolf one because literally when we were starting earlier, I was like, oh, I'm very proud of the blood effect that I did.
Yeah. I can't get over how much that is Tala. Like, it's crazy how much it reads to my brain. Like, that is your art of Tala in 3D.
Yeah. My major issue is like the snout and the hair, but having no hair does not look right. Because obviously, fuzzy.
They've got more styles now that have shaved sections that might look a little.
Let's have a look. It's been a while since I've edited this.
It's been a while.
Been a while.
Yeah, that's Tala. Yeah, right. How many heroes can you save to Hero Forge?
I am not aware if there is a limit because I have already got a lot.
Oh, damn.
I mean, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 4. 7 times 4 is how many I have already. So this is how Tala's hair would look if she took it out of that hair bubble. But longer.
Good job, Narwin. You're a third of the way there. 2/3 of the way there. Yeah, Tala's real cool.
None of these hairstyles are still reading for me. this was 100% accurate, the harness would probably have some vials on it, because she carries a lot of vials.
Yeah, but short of like a bandolier in this.
Yeah.
It's not quite that detail. Yeah.
She has a lot of vials of stuff that she carries around.
Yeah.
Because even though...
Take the blood from my enemies.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, it's like, obviously, Zal is the artificer, but it's like, Tala is a fully proficient alchemist, technically.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
part of her training.
And it's proven useful.
Has occasionally, yeah. I'm sure my biology teacher is very proud of the fact that I regularly use terms like centrifuge in my D&D games. Because tell you what, having damn good centrifuge would probably answer a lot of questions about the samples that we have. Let's open up some more of these. Let's get our girl open.
I think I still have screenshots of the one I made for Glory, like, back in the day.
This is unfinished because there are segments
Like a
unfit
long
coloured.
time ago.
Yeah. This is unfinished and probably could do with being updated as well. Because this is an old one.
Why don't you stay a little while? While we hold on to the thoughts we share, let us watch the rain go by. Always remember those sweet, sweet memories that we once had.
Yeah. Those look more fitting already.
Sweet
That is also more fitting already. See? I remember feeling I wasn't content with the top, but at the time there wasn't, like, a closer. It was the closest one.
God. I think they said they were done with it, but narrowing that'd be great. I have this character playlist because I keep wanting to make them, but this is a character I absolutely cannot make in Hero Forge because that is a way too specific asset.
Oh, is it?
Don't have a lot of storm clouds going in Hero Forge.
Oh, right. But Photoshop exists.
It's true.
You could just make the model and then
To be fair, I think I have made a model of her in Hero Forge before, but it's not great.
Ah.
It reads almost as like a much younger her. I think that's on Twitter actually. If anyone digs that up.
I almost need that, but with like a shirt underneath it. Is what Felvia's top's like. That is like the top that she has, but she has a t-shirt underneath.
Mhm. You're gonna have to be more specific, Das, because that means something very different to me than it does to you.
Yeah, I think that even means more to me than it does to you. Everyone has their own interpretation of that.
That's why I made it bad. Because for most people, it's something else. If you want, I would have some input on some of that though. Well, I'm at a natural endpoint, are you?
Maybe, because I got distracted by Hero Forge again. Yeah, Felvia's had a small update, she's got better horns now.
Hey.
Did they add in the longer tails? I don't think they did for demons.
They have a bunch of new tails.
I know, there are. Basically, Felvia's tail is however long you think it is, it's longer. It's one of her identifying traits. Fucking long-ass tail. There isn't a longer option there. So that is shorter. Can I just say that I love that they added this in on Hero Forge? When you go to height, if you click on the cog, it actually gives you like an estimate of how tall the mini would be for scale.
Oh, that's nice.
So we did this when we got Alistair's and Delmara's minis made. We used Hero Forge. We actually did the height to scale. We were like, okay, what's Delmara's height? Translated to Hero Forge. What's Alistair's height? Translated to Hero Forge. So they're accurately. You alright?
I got jump scared by my own lightning, my thunder and lightning effect on my roll 20. I loaded up Oakheart so that I can put the screenshots in. Nothing had loaded, but it was just the crack of it, and I was like, fuck. This was the intended effect for you guys. Not
Congratulations, you played yourself.
I literally, you deserve it. When your players resent you, that's when you know.
I suppose at some point maybe I should try making the new girl in Hero Forge. I have this druid who is another druid that I have because obviously I have multiple characters. She has actually got a name now, I think. I think this is Tia, is who this was. Anyway, bye Hero Forge. Okay. Oh no, what is that? Oh, it's him. Yes, I know who this is, Das. Because Cora's already spoken to me about this character.
She packed my bags last night, pre-flight. 0 hour.
Of course, I want to see. What kind of stupid question is that?
And I'm gonna be high as a kite by then. I miss the earth so much. I miss my wife. It's lonely out in space
Yeah. Hang on.
on
I just deleted the source, so I gotta add it again. Hang on.
And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh no, no, no. I'm a rocket man. Rocket man, burning out his fuse up here alone. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh no, no, no. I'm a rocket man. Rocket man, burning out his fuse up here alone. Ours ain't the kind of place to raise your kids.
What is this that you've linked us?
In fact, it's cold as
I have to wait for Blue to put it on stream.
Yeah, I'm just gonna add in the little just gonna add in the little deets.
if you did. And all the science I don't understand. It's just my job 5 days a week. A rocket man. A rocket man.
There it is. We all know she's a messy user. I'm hoping that they'll add in mount pose at some point. Since currently you can add in mounts, but you can't pose the mounts.
And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh no, no, no.
Silver Rice. There we go.
Rocket man, burning out his fuse up here alone. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time.
There we go. That's the pose you want. There you go. Hello.
Just tap back in.
Meow. Hello, Noisy. Yes, it's 11 o'clock, which means you're wide awake.
Twitch chat back where it belongs. No! Fucks everything up.
There you go. That's how you do. Again, it's a shame that there's no mount pose. Forbidden beans!
What is happening?
Forbidden beans! Murder beans.
The visual I have is so delayed, I don't know what you're talking about.
Murder beans!
Yes, I heard you the first time.
And I refuse to iterate. Can you not see? Can you not see the murder beans?
No. Ah, there we go.
Murder beans!
There we go. That's how delayed the Twitch stream is.
Wow. Murder beans. I love that they literally have a black skin tone that is called Snoot. They know.
Snoot.
They know.
Night fun.
Good night.
No murder, just fluffed. I don't know if you know who Tyler is.
Have you met me?
What have you done?
The problem is that you won't get this joke immediately because of the delay.
Yeah.
That's look. That's look. Target acquired.
Oh, God. We lost the chat. She's gone.
Oh, my jaw hurts. Oh no. Oh, my jaw hurts. Girls is caught up now.
See what I put up with, chat.
Only problem is because of how the mount is, they look so derpy-eyed. You can't really change that. They look so derpy-eyed from the front.
Yeah.
You can get away with it if you use the big eyes. Again, one of the updates needs to be mount posing.
It's the slightly bared teeth. Like, it looks cool from kind of an angle, but the minute you do it head on, it just looks like they're doing like a weird.
Yep. Yeah. Keep it off to
There's
the
like one
side.
moment my dog wants to bark but knows that she shouldn't.
There you go. Forget a bald ego, it's like 90% of birds. Excuse me. It's twice in one night. I apologise.
before you pick this back up again, it's 11:30.
True. So probably should stop.
Your girl is sleepy. Save your stuff.
Let's get saving.
Good night, Des.
Good night, Des. Thanks for chilling.
Yeah, I know, Des. I know.
Yes.
Just had to, in the break, sneak my nan's birthday card downstairs.
Aww.
Let's take the wax and go. Just the two of us. Huh? Just kidding. What's gotten into you? You're the one that's changed. Maybe. Okay. We'll finish it together. I'll race you. Don't ever say it. Oh. Can't wait. Once we set sail, it'll be great.
I tweeted that picture of the king of rats for people.
Hell yeah.
If they didn't want to, if like me, if they see a link to Hero Forge and it's like, I'm not loading that. Oof, I'm sleepy.
Okay, let's stop there then.
I'm tired.
Sleeps. Maintain a relative sleep schedule. Yeah, that's why I said relative.
Right, chat. Goodbye.
Yep, that's a good for
We
me.
will see- Yep.
Good night, chat.
We will see you next week.
See you next week. Bye bye.